Spencer, you said a very strange thing in the green room.
Suck my dick.
I mean, that's not very strange, out of place, sure.
You said you often think about how much you would enjoy fighting a pack of coyote.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I have follow-up questions.
Also, you live in L.A. You can make this dream come true.
Oh, I know. Well,
all you have to do is have a cat or a poodle.
Yeah.
I used to live in Moore Park, which was kind of like a farming town. What? And
Did somebody just woot for Moore Park?
No, nobody's ever done that.
yeah, no. Seriously, check it. Look it up on Urban Dictionary. It has an entry. But there's a lot of farmland and stuff, and you can go out, and sometimes we go out hiking just in the fields and stuff at night, and you'd be able to hear coyotes, or even just not hiking. Like in my bed, I'd be able to hear coyotes like all the time. And you'd hear a lot of them, but like when we'd go on night hikes, sometimes they'd sound really close, and you'd be like, holy shit, it sounds like 6 or 7.
I'll
probably be fine.
Now, when you picture yourself fighting a pack of coyotes, is it barehanded, or do you have a weapon of some sort?
Barehanded. I mean, the only thing I could ever imagine is like having a bag with me, like a backpack that I'm hiking with, because it's hiking. So I'd like, maybe heft a bag around. But yeah, mostly bare hand.
Do you think you could take a pack of coyotes?
I mean, how big we talking, Kumail?
Well,
how
like-
big of a bag?
6 or 7.
Yeah, definitely.
I kind of feel like they're very cowardly scavengers. I mean, they're.
Oh, I'm talking about enraged, like pissed off, like coyotes. I don't know what's supposed to happen here.
Traveling down the roads of Moore Park, you stop when you hear a rustling. The red gleaming eyes from the bushes are all the information you need to realize what's upon you. A pack of slightly timid coyote. So you have initiative.
You can take 6 or 7 coyotes.
Spencer, I can say this just by looking at you. You're never flat-footed against coyote.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a bonus I earned. In my travels.
I think he could do it, but not because if the 6 coyote actually is the plural coyote.
I don't care.
Coyotes.
I think it's coyotes.
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 Coyotes interruptus.
Coyote.
Coyotes. What are you, Yosemite Sam?
Coyotes. I think that if all 6 of them had like a rage virus that made them like physically endeavor as a unit of 6 coyote, I think my dog could take me out. Like
What? I could
could
take your dog.
No way, man. My dog. I mean these.
The thing about dogs is like all it takes is one blow to the throat. I mean, sure you got to throw out your left arm, not your good arm, your left arm as a sacrifice. But once it's clamped on, you just a quick knee in the throat and you're done.
Wait, but Rottweilers and those guys kill people all the time.
Yeah, I hear a lot about people getting attacked, and you literally never hear them going for the throat ever.
Well, because the stories aren't going to be like the guy went for the throat and it didn't work because he didn't live to tell the tale, Spencer.
You hear about the flailing they do and that they hit it on the top of the head or they try and unwedge the jaw. That's not what you do. You just go for the throat. If they can't breathe, they're not going to be biting you.
Where did you read this? Where is this information coming from?
This is holistic knowledge I've gleaned in my everyday life.
What journal do you subscribe to?
Yeah, it's a dog throat attack monthly.
Harvard Medical Coyote edition.
I'm just saying. I mean, have you guys seen coyotes?
No, see, I grew up in...
Yeah, they're
like
mangy.
Maybe twice the size of a house cat. They're not huge.
They're mangy looking,
also,
skinny things.
I don't think they really... I've never seen them in really what I call packs. I've seen them like travel around which look like small nuclear families. Like you see like mom and pop and maybe a kid.
Yeah, that's probably more likely.
And also they're terrified of us.
Yeah, but I mean, again, we're talking about that's out of the equation here.
So you're saying these are special coyotes?
I mean, they're just not gonna be super timid. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He
Because-
just wants to fight them. So if they're timid, they're going to run away. He
Yeah,
wants
that's
to
not
have.
that's
But
not
you
a fight.
wouldn't want to fight a wolf because a wolf will kick you.
No, sure. I mean, I might be able to take one wolf, maybe.
Now,
I don't want.
I say there's only one way to find out.
I don't think.
Let's bring out our wolf.
Spencer, we have great news. Spencer, do you think you could take a pit bull or a Rottweiler?
I don't, because I mean, honestly, if you're talking like a coyote versus a pit bull, like,
Well, I mean that's a crazy huge difference.
that's what I'm saying. It's like there's a lot of dogs that I'd feel more confident, fighting against. Rottweilers and pit bulls probably aren't up there. I mean,
What about 80 Shih Tzu?
yeah. See, this is the whole thing. You can when they're small enough, and I think you could pull this off with a coyote. All you have to do is spin around kicking.
That's not easy to do.
It's very easy to
This
do.
isn't Street Fighter. It's not down back kick.
It is quite literally down back kick.
Spencer-
You just spin down and backwards while kicking.
How? How? I mean, show us, please.
If somebody doesn't Instagram this right now, I'm going to kill all of us.
It is such a bummer that this is an audio podcast.
God damn it.
Because that is one of the best things I've ever seen.
Spencer did something between Jean-Claude Van Damme and Baryshnikov just now.
Pippi Longstocking.
I don't see any of those kicks doing major damage.
No, but you
Spencer.
keep knocking them back. You just got to keep going.
Spencer,
Yeah, but they would get you on the ground.
I mean, not
That's-
Shih
that's the-
Tzus.
Well, no, not Shih Tzus. Okay.
Well, I mean, honestly,
I
even
think
Shih
that
Tzus,
you might have been
stomp on
born in
them.
the wrong era because there's a great book about the early New York, the 5 Points, and they made that terrible movie, Gangs of New York, about it. But Luke Sante wrote a book called Low Life, and someone likes that movie. You're the person that wooed it at Moore Park. That movie stinks because it's bad. It's bad history. Maybe it's a fine movie, but it's not good history. But there's a bunch of things they would like entertainment back in the good old bad days of America. There were things like rat baiting and bear baiting, and and so there was a thing called rat stomping where they would put a guy in a ring, like surrounded by a wooden pen, and they would put like 100 or 200 rats in there. And you had to stomp them before.
Why?
Because they would come attack you.
No. But is it like a sport?
It was you would bet rat or man.
So these weren't prisoners.
No. This is a bar. This is a bar down
okay.
what is now the Bowery, like in the lower
East Side, yeah.
lower East Side of New York. And there'd be bear baiting, and so there'd be dogs versus bears, and you would bet money on dogs. 4 dogs or bear.
I wouldn't want to watch
And
that.
so the rat.
Yeah, it's all horrible.
I think that Spencer, like you might have taken to that rat stomping.
Well,
business.
you were talking about rat stomping. You know those tiny monkeys that you see at the zoo?
The little tiny black ones.
Like really like inches tall.
Yeah, those are adorable.
The first time I saw those, I was just like, man, don't you just want to squish one?
Oh, see now.
Just
now,
stomp on it.
now I feel like
Spencer's learning to fly.
we're getting to the heart of the matter here.
Yeah.
So in your coyote fight fetish dreams, are you annihilating them? Are you breaking their necks and like
No.
ripping their hearts out, or what?
No. I mean, well, you break a couple necks, sure, but not. I mean, just timing
You can't
wise.
fight a pack without
Yes.
breaking a
I'd
couple.
imagine
You
I
want to
get-
make a coyote omelet?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to take it out of the fight, right?
Yeah.
It's important.
I think if fighting a bunch of coyote, I think the first thing you do is you break the biggest one's neck and send a message to the rest of them.
Well, yeah, again, this isn't assuming they're not just going to turn tail and run, obviously. Well, that's the thing. If you were just spinning around in circles, you kick about half the coyotes, they'd freak out and leave.
Okay, how about you, Spencer?
I will say this: that move you did is a lot less threatening than you think it is.
It's not supposed to be threatening. It's
supposed to be
specifically
efficient.
designed to take on hordes of small dogs.
If I see,
Well,
if I'm a little dog and I see a guy doing that, I'm like, I got
there's
this.
no way. Also, like dogs, like any dog bigger than a Shih Tzu or any canine. Like their objective is to get you down on the ground,
yeah.
and once that happens, you're in trouble.
Well, again, with coyotes, they're very light. So if you had 3 or 4 coyotes on you, just jump right up.
All right,
But I don't. You can't jump up when these things got you.
Yeah,
like,
buddy.
Like my dog loves me, and sometimes he gets me like at a disadvantage.
What does that mean?
What?
That just sounds dangerous.
Well, I'm just saying, like yeah, he's just a
giant-
golden doodle, but he's like a
giant
a
carnivore.
5-foot child.
But
you
that
know,
like
he can
would
grab me
literally-
and.
He would have the body mass of like 6'5" coyotes.
They have mouths full of little .32 caliber bullets.
Literally.
Coyotes do?
That's why you throw out
Dogs.
the left arm.
Yeah.
Those are they could kill you, man. Sometimes I lay in bed with this guy and I'm rubbing his belly and he's just like, and I look at his teeth and I'm like,
Yeah.
this fucker could kill me.
That's what Cujo is.
Epidemic and
Dan, cops are like Stephen King books. Most of them are very good, but occasionally he lets through The Mangler or.
do you want to flip that? I think there's a couple hits, like there's a couple good ones, and then there's a lot of Tommy knockers out there.
No. Listen, only a couple of good Stephen King books. It, The Stand, The Dark Tower quadrilogy, plus 2 more or whatever 7 books are in a series.
He was writing for like middle school kids. It's all like 8th grade vocabulary. I mean, that's the target audience. Fuck you.
All right. Well, do you guys have any parting words for?
I don't think he was.
Will the court see a rejoinder, Your Honor?
What? Okay. All right. Sure. All right.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Come on up.
If Jeff Lee...
No. I'm all for this stuff, man. This is what I want.
We've gone off the rails.
I just want to remind the listeners that Missy Merce's mom is still on stage.
Yeah. She's just standing with her hands folded in front of her. She's very patient. Best mom in the world. And I
would give a rejoinder.
Okay. All right. And your name is?
My name is Nick.
Okay. Made it up. Fake name.
It's NIC. There's
All right. Doesn't make it less fake, but makes it more fake. Good. My name is Bob Johnson. That's a fake name. No, it's spelled with a Q.
I think he was yes-anding you that it was fake. He's like, yeah, it is fake.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sweetie. All right. So, all right.
You think because you made him a lasagna that he's going to roll higher numbers for you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Rolls had nothing to do with
Spencer,
this.
did she bribe you with lasagna?
No, she just gives me food. She's a feeder. And it's delicious.
But
She's a feeder. She makes people food.
But Aaron, do you expect?
Is that Jerry Seinfeld?
Do you expect?
She's a feeder.
Aaron, do you expect higher rolls from Spencer when you ply him with?
No.